John here again with another episode of New Inventory. And we've got a 95 R33 GTR here, and it's in pretty great shape. I was actually surprised when we got it. As far as I know, the mileage is somewhere over 100,000 kilometers. They replaced the gauge, and we do have the old one, so it's over 130,000 kilometers. So still under 100,000 US miles. So it's but running good. We've got the Greddy ProFec tuner, small computer for air fuel and stuff. So they do have some minor tune in there. We have a shift knob. The stereo was removed by the previous owner, so you can put whatever you want in there. We got a couple of Defi gauges all around with boost, water temperature, and oil temperature. So pretty much a couple of extra gauges to make sure you know what's going on here, and everything else is more or less stock. The interior is in pretty great shape. A little bit of wear on the obvious parts here, such as the shift knob and steering wheel. We do have a modified suspension. We've got HKS coilovers, which I'll show you guys later. Alright, and we'll go through all the gears, and so far it's been really smooth, so I'll just show you guys here from a second gear roll. All in all, really smooth. The clutch is OEM style. So it is made January 1995, so it will be eligible January 2020 to be able to bring it to the States. But if you're anywhere else, it should be available. Check with local laws. And as you can see, we got some really clean headlights here. I think it looks to be a more recent replacement. Just in general, everything's been well maintained or refreshed very nicely. Let's take a look at the interior. I'll show you how groovy that is. As you can see, the door panels are pretty good. Even the door jambs in general. Just the condition is really nice. Got the ETC card reader right here if you're going to be in Japan with this car. Dash is in great shape. The Defi gauge is right there, and the ProFec Greddy system. It's a pretty cool OLED display. Check the back here. The seats are in pretty great shape. We do have the turbo timer and Defi controller for those gauges. Let's go check out the trunk and the engine bay. Shape overall. And we have the spare tire back here and tools. And for the HKS coilovers, you can see we have the adjustable dials on the top on both sides here. Let's go check the engine bay. Alright, so we have this carbon fiber radiator cover, helps direct airflow into the radiator. And as you can see, we do have some aftermarket parts here. We do have grounding kit by HKS. And we do have some of the connectors for the boost gauge and for some other tuning components. We have the air filters, also by HKS. And I'm not sure if this goes for the whole system, but it looks like the front mount intercooler, at least the piping, is HKS. That blow off valve as well. That really nice RB26 here. Now, I didn't get a parts list prior to this, so I'm not sure about the engine internals. But due to the sound of it, alrighty, we've got her up on the lift now. We can have a look underneath. And here you can see the coilover suspension, which I'm not sure if I can see. Oh, it says HKS. There we go. It's nice and obvious there. Wasn't sure if it was HKS or Blitz, because they do have the Blitz exhaust here, the newer spec. And we'll just have a quick preview there underneath. And it looks like there's been some restoration, so they took care of just making sure the protectant is good here, especially on the subframe, which I thought was a pleasant surprise. And it looks like they did it preemptively, not as a restoration, which is good. So it's just kind of refreshing the undercoat here. As you can see, like, they hit up some of these joints and stuff to make sure that it doesn't rust. So that's a good thing. Might as well get it before it becomes a problem. And it looks like the transmission and stuff had been maintained. And there's the oil plug there. A lot of the suspension components, like, there's like a pretty good refresh though. Like, when I look back at here, just where they made sure that the undercoating was protected. So whoever had this before was definitely making sure that things didn't become a problem. Excuse me. I got that front lip here, front mount intercooler. All right, we'll do one more pass here so you guys can see. Alright, a little bit breezy today, so I hope it's not affecting the microphone. So there we go. It's underneath this R33. So as far as I know, there aren't too many mods internally, but it feels like that there's cams involved. It's got a little bit of a lope at idle, and it definitely pulls a little bit harder than your average R33, so we'll have that in the description. Like, I didn't get a full parts list prior to the video, but all in all, this is a really sweet R33. So if you're interested, make sure to inquire info@jdm-expo.com. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out some of these other videos, and of course, as always, we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.